Hey everybody, tomorrow we are going to be in the book of Judges chapter 11, and boy, we're coming to one of those crazy passages in scripture. Like, I just have to tell you, this is a problem passage. Like, when you think about all of those kind of troubling passages in the Bible, this is right up there with all of them. And so I'm not going to tell you what happens in the story. I'm going to encourage you, go ahead and read Judges chapter 11 before Sunday yourself. But I want to just ask you this question, maybe as like to help you, prime the pump for Sunday. Have you ever said something that you totally regretted? Now, I know the answer to that. Of course you have. So many times in my life, words have come out of my mouth, and then like the fish story, the one that got away, man, I wish I could reel those words back in, whether it was to my lovely wife or to one of my kids or to somebody in my role as a pastor. I mean, we say things that we regret. And I want to read to you from the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 3. It says this: "Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin." And the mouth is just such a dangerous thing. It's like, it's like they say this, that the tongue is the only muscle in the body that has its own cage built right around it. So you can close your mouth and not say stupid things. But the reality is, we say crazy things. And, we got to be cautious with our words. I think that's one of the truths of this text that we're going to be looking at. Maybe I'd even ask this: have you ever made a vow to God and wished that you hadn't done it? I just try to, in my life, make it a practice that I don't make vows and promises to God, because I know what kind of person I am. I'm probably not going to be able to keep my word, because usually when we make vows to God, we say things that are beyond our ability to keep. Well, our story has to do with a man who makes a vow to God, and it costs him big time. And I want to read to you just from a few pages over from Proverbs chapter 13 and Ecclesiastes chapter 5. It says this in verse 2: "Be not rash with your mouth, nor let your heart be hasty to utter a word before God, because God is in heaven and you are on earth. Therefore, let your words be few." It says this in verse 4: "When you vow a vow to God, do not delay in paying it, for he has no pleasure in fools. Pay what you vow. It is better that you should not vow than you should vow and not pay." And so, the scripture just warns us to be cautious with our words, and especially to be cautious with our words when we're uttering things before God. And so, hey, I want to encourage you, take a look. Check out Judges chapter 11, and as you do, just be asking the Lord to speak to your own heart, about your own mouth. As followers of Jesus, boy, we want to reel in our tongues as best as we can. We want to close the cage of our mouths when that is necessary, and as God is leading us to do that. We don't want to be foolish people before the Lord. So, hey, looking forward to connecting with you tomorrow. We'll be online, live streaming. You can check in with us and connect via our Facebook page or the YouTube page. And so we'll see you tomorrow for Judges chapter 11. God bless you guys.